What is the place of the record store in American culture?
I have no answer for that. Really, it took me a good 30 years in to realize that I didn't have the personality to work retail in any way whatsoever. But it was far too late by then. So I've tried to pretend that I'm a friendly, nice guy. Sometimes I pull it off. I never was a people person. Nobody gave a rat's ass about records 15 years ago. We didn't want CDs either. And if we were smart business guys with MBAs, we would have been long gone. Being just a couple of stupid, dropout hippie types, we just kept doing what we did and lucked out it kept working. A job in the record store in '66. That's what I did all through high school. Then I went to attempt a college education, but I was just too stupid, and that didn't work out. But I did sell records out of my dorm room to survive, which was pretty funny. When I went away to college, I had 3,000 records. It was a lot of records for it was 1971, 70. It was 70, and I had no money ever. I was always bumming cigarettes and always hungry. And so I started selling records for 50 cents a piece, which was revolutionary. And it was enough to buy cigs and food. Opened up a used record section in a store in Oak Park, and the deal was I got to buy whatever used records came in for $1, I could buy them for cost. And I was amassing a stock to start a store with. And so we got about 3,000 records, rented a U-Haul, bought a used car for $300 and hauled it down to Athens. So me and Dan Wall rolled into Athens in February '76 on a 70-degree day and thought it was a good place to live because it was warm. First guy we ran into was a crazy guy selling newspapers on a corner named Brian Kokang, who was married to a girl named Kate Pearson. And he found us a location down by the railroad tracks where we paid our rent in old comic books.
How much would the rent otherwise have been?
$65 a month. The third day we were open, we had 300 records left. Everything was $2, no matter. Then there was stuff that, now would be worth $3 $300 and $1,000. Velvet Underground records, $2. Colored vinyl Todd Rundgren records, $2. It burgeoned, man. I mean, you know, we opened March '76, and by September '78, we were opening a second store, this one. We hit Athens at the right time, something in the air. Bands were having B-52s and etc. And we kind of became part of the whole general scene. You know, scenes are never something clearly defined, but it was all of a piece. And then it just turned into 40 years of doing the same thing day in and day out, and getting sick of it. You know, I've been on the job too long, God damn it. It's funny, Dan and I have been partners in the business since '76, and it's funny we're still friends, but it's probably because we never see each other anymore, which is how you maintain a good friendship, I think. He runs the Athens deal, and I run it over here, and Athens has become the big legend, where, you know, Paul met Ringo and they started the Yardbirds. I remember at the time that I was annoyed by CDs coming in, because just exactly then we had just built up a great stock of new records. I mean, not just used, we had new records, we had everything, and then nobody wanted it. So it was starting all over, you know, duplicating the inventory in the new, more expensive format, which is what's happening now exactly. It's going back to the old record format, which is now way more expensive than CDs ever were. And I can't believe it was a conspiracy manipulated by record companies, but it sure worked out for them, didn't it? You know, when the download and Napster and all that stuff happened, people would just get it offline. We sat around staring out the window wondering what the hell we were going to do. You know, I started selling all my stock of rare records for as much as I could, but less than I would have liked to. And just hung on, went into debt.
Just to keep the store open?
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, if I ran this like a business, I would have closed it a long time ago. It wasn't making any money. I don't know how I got by. It was just squeaking, you know. At Christmas, you could go to TJ Maxx and buy a record. You know, it's a product and it's hot, and so they get it for gift season, you know. But there's no depth. You can go to Urban Outfitters and find, you know, Abbey Road and Nirvana or something. But, you know, you have Blue Cheer's third record. What's that? We never had a plan. We never thought it would last. Never thought about it if it would last or not. We just did it, and it kept on rolling. Beat working for a living until it became work, and then it still beat working for a living. It caught on after a while. It's finally catching on now after 38 years in this location, as people finally go, oh, I've lived here my whole life, across the street. When did you open here? We've always had bad signage and little advertising and counted on word of mouth. I guess I'm the frustrated musician. I always wanted to be one of the cats, but never did develop the chops. So I just get to listen to it. Oh gosh, it has been too long. I'm thinking of quitting and just starting a band, really. Do you know any good drummers?